Hey Lyrans, welcome to Starseed Energetics. My name is Bora and I'll be reading your November energy. I've been missing in action for a few weeks and some people were concerned. Thank you so much for your concern. I'm totally fine. I was just assimilating a lot of energy and I was taking my time out because I needed it. Hopefully you'll understand, and I'm back. So for Lyrans, I never do this really, but for you guys, I was guided to do a soulmate spread. So whether that is a partner, if it's a family member or a friend, just like a soul member. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. But whenever I say if there's a relationship that you're currently concerned about, it could even be a friend. That's the person that I'm intending to read this for. So let's get to it. Okay, so hopefully you've set a strong intention to connect with this person's energy, and if it was with the purest of intentions, then this will be resonant with you. On the bottom of your deck is Stormfield. So right now you guys are definitely going through something. I'm not surprised. We just had Venus retrograde, and I guess why would you be asking about it unless this kind of energy was going on, right? Card to describe your soulmate. Unexpected visitor. So this soulmate was unexpected. You didn't expect them to come into your life and you weren't even looking for one, this person. So, I mean, if this is regarding because I said it could even be your family, if this is regarding your family, that means you didn't expect them to be like, have this level of their psyche. So that was unexpected. But in general, they were unexpected to your life. You were not trying to manifest a person like this, nothing. It was just very unexpected. And you didn't expect them to resonate with you on this level, basically, or trigger you in certain ways. It was just unexpected, okay? And that's why you're feeling like this, because it was unexpected. Some people try to manifest some stuff and whatever, but it was unexpected. And like I said, if this was a long-term relationship, then that means you discover a part of themselves that's completely like, whoa, that's not what I expected. Past life relationship that you had was sacred pool. In your past lives, you had the sacred relationships. And sacred pool actually is also talking about self-love. So the kind of deep entrenched lesson that they're teaching you, that they were teaching you in the past and they're teaching you now, is self-love. And potentially in the past life, this person taught you how to love yourself even deeper, and it was a very sacred relationship. As you can see, it's a sacred pool, right? So you come from a very divine realm, like it was definitely higher density, relationship. It was not a third density relationship, most likely. Well, maybe you had some on the third density, but this feels like very etheric realms, probably in different star systems. And they were just reflecting the self-love that you had, this inner alignment that you had on an external level or external experience. Why this person is here in your current life? Movement. This person is here to catalyze a movement that you could not possibly do on yourself. And look at this position and look at why they're here. They're here to help you move forward by reflecting certain parts of yourself and help you reflect on certain parts of yourself that you would not be able to reflect internally, because internal energy is very, very, very subtle. So if you can think about like Google Maps, internal reflection is very macrocosmic. No matter how ironic that sounds, when you are reflecting on internal energy, it's a very macrocosmic perspective of self, because it's like unlimited. If you journey inside of yourself versus the external reality that we experience currently is bound to physical time and space. So when you have this macrocosmic zoomed out perspective of your internal journey, it's very hard to pinpoint where you need to tweak in order to move forward in this physical reality. So when a relationship like this comes through, what it helps you do is see the different aspects of yourself in a very zoomed in manner. Like it's like zooming into Google Maps. Yeah, I don't like this lighting. This is better. Okay, important lesson that they are teaching you. No, describe your soul contract. Your soul contract is your current soul contract is to move you out of this deep freeze. As if like, this almost looks like I'm making it up, but you guys taught me shuffle this. So it's to move you out of this deep, deep freeze. And also it's like defrosting your heart basically. So it doesn't really matter what comes out of it. Basically, this relationship is not, it's not a destination. It's a shortcut. Basically, that's what it is right now. And you don't have to worry about where this relationship is taking you or how it's going to fruition later. It's just here to inspire you in ways that you could not even imagine. And I'm pretty sure you've experienced that already. This person and their energy field has inspired you in certain ways that now you totally move forward your life in a certain trajectory. And really, it went from this deep freeze and it's moving you forward in certain areas that is so catapulted. Like it's almost like the storm fields. They destroyed a paradigm that you were so solidly focused on, fixated upon. And they are this muse actually. So if you decide to continue to work on this relationship as well as if you have a choice to keep them in your life or not, they will continue to be your muse. And this magic stream definitely talks about how something is not a fixated kind of situation. It's always fluid, it's always moving, and it's always a product of synchronicities. So this is a synchronicity, and this is a catalyst of synchronicities. Now, what they are teaching you is to visit the depths of your psyche that you are so terrified of visiting. So if you, I think somebody had this quote like, when you decide to have children, it's basically like deciding to have a piece of your heart walk outside of your body for the rest of your life. And you know, how terrifying does that sound? It's like having an organ just walk around. And I'm not saying this towards only people who are having kids or something or inquiring about their children, but I'm also talking about this in terms of like a friend or a partner, or basically any deep soul level relationship is very, very vulnerable. Like you have to be vulnerable. And perhaps if you're so focused on your spiritual journey, you were never this aware of expressing it in these types of relationships, but it's really testing you to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. So that's what they're here to teach you, is that it's okay. So no matter what the outcome you've already gone into this, so I would recommend you go fully through it. But it's not just with one way or the other. So if this is about a friend or a partner, it's not so black and white as you make a decision if you're going to continue this tumultuous relationship or not. It's more like, no matter which path you take, this person is challenging you to face your deepest fears. So whether they call it like a catch-22 when you lose, but this is like a win or a win. No matter which path you take, you're basically forced to face your biggest fears. Now, number 6, how can you deepen your relationship? You can deepen your relationship by encouraging one another. I mean, this is basically straightforward. Like, you can encourage one another to live their highest path, and no matter what kind of, form that takes, I think that you do have best of intentions for one another, and you are encouraged to really work on this. And, get through the storm, remain in the eye of the storm. How you can help them grow? How can you serve them? You can serve them by being this talisman. You're definitely the, I guess, more enlightened one, because you're so in alignment with your internal guidance. So you can teach them how to do that. You can teach them how to align with their higher self by just being yourself around them. So based on this energy, this is a very divine relationship, and it's a very useful tool of movement and catalyst. So, but you also want to look at this in the long term. So it doesn't have to be an immediate thing. It's with this Dragon Slayer card, no matter which path you take, it's going to help you align to your quickest path forward by facing your deepest fears. So don't worry too much if this relationship is causing some kind of anxiety, fear, or chaos, because it's all leading to the right place. It's leading to the perfect destination. It's not by chance that you came across this relationship. All right. I feel like this is pretty specific. So just remember that every moment you have a chance to rewire this relationship or this person depending on your perspective. So when you don't like how something is going with this relationship, try to get another perspective on it, or try to get your higher self's perspective, or try to integrate their perspective with your perspective so that you have a multimodal perspective on this relationship, and then that will kind of holistically recalibrate it, and you jump into a different timeline where it's more harmonious. Vegetarian, what? Past life issue. Definitely this relationship is based on past lives, and you guys have been, I mean, obviously because it's a soulmate spread, but you guys have been dealing with each other for lifetimes and lifetimes, like many lifetimes. You want to generally vacuum the fear that surrounds this relationship. No matter what path this relationship is going to head, just understand that there's a part of you that is feeling this chaos because you're so tuned into this lower level. You have to just tune out of that whenever it comes out, this fear. It doesn't serve you at all. And I'm getting for a lot of you that it has a lot to do with your health, your dietary patterns, or if you get enough exercise. Like, even if that seems completely irrelevant to the playing out of your relationship, it does, because it determines your frequency on the physical level, and you're having this relationship first and foremost through the physical level. So you want to make sure your health is on point. And it's like you have to be the best version of yourself if you want a relationship to prosper, right? Crystals. It's very earthly. So this person and you have a very grounded energy together, and this other person definitely has a very grounded energy. So you want, maybe this is the way that they're catapulting you, is this groundedness and how divine it can be. Yeah, base chakra, buddy. It's like, I think part of the movement and momentum forward that they're teaching you is a lot to do with grounding and your desire to ground, and the demonstration of how beneficial it can be to ground. And maybe, you know, if you look at this health card with the crystals and the base chakra, and vacuuming away fear. You guys are twin flames. Ah! And it's possible to have this twin flame relationship with friends or family as well. So my definition of twin flame is very different. It's just basically any relationship that mirrors your relationship with your higher selves. And when you get to a certain level of consciousness, every kind of relationship you have is an aspect of your twin flame. But this person is definitely like a really, really strong twin flame. And whatever fear that comes up that makes you doubt this, or that this is not, like, that makes you want to give up, just vacuum away the fear in your own emotional environment, and that will give you the clarity to perceive this relationship in the positive relationship that it is, because it's very like encouraged from your guides. And then, you know, it's basically almost like a shortcut, a magical shortcut. No matter how it seems, the energetic kind of trajectory that this relationship offers is divine. And it's going to help you kind of heal away addictions that you have in this present reality, because basically what happens when you're so obsessed with the ethereal realms, a lot of spiritual people and starseeds are just kind of really almost worshiping this ethereal realm and not really respecting the physical realm. That results in an obsession with like levitation without gravitation, and that in turn causes addictions. That's main source of addictions, is when you are ignorant of like gravity and matter, you know? So when you're grounding and when you're working with your base chakra and crystals, so I'm gonna actually ask you to tune into the crystals, the crystal forces that are underneath, buried deep within the earth. So tuning into the crystalline structure. And actually what I like to do is tune into the Atlantean crystals. So if you can just tune into certain areas of the center of the earth that is housing Atlantean crystals that are buried deep underneath the sea. I love tuning into that energy because it's a very, 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 it's a very specific energy of the earth. And currently we're integrating a lot of our Atlantean timelines, so it does help. But for me, they show up as this really smoky crystals. But however it shows up for you, that's the right one. But it's also tuning you into this plant kingdom as well. So plants, crystals, earth chakra, healing addictions is all very, very beneficial. So please pay attention to that. And, you know, vacuuming away fear is also working on your base chakra, right? Because fear is so associated with a base chakra imbalance. Sacral. So the person that you're talking about, this twin flame or this soulmate person, is actually an indigo vibration. So they are natural born leaders. They are highly sensitive, and they have this warrior type energy that is a destroyer of current paradigms in order to make room for new paradigms. So they have this balance with you because most likely if you're a starseed, you're definitely of this like crystalline vibration, and you need this pairing with this indigo. So, but I just want to highlight too again that these are very temporary labels to people's soul. They have different phases of development. So currently they're of the indigo vibration. Yeah. And sacral chakra as well. Look at this. You have base and sacral. So it's all about your synchronicity to really ground yourself and focusing on the lower centers of yourself. It's helping you. So the last set of cards you have is Visualize Success, God Box. So whatever worries you have, just kind of outsource it. Outsource your worry. Stop worrying about this relationship and how it's going to pan. Just focus on your intention, like your intended outcome. So definitely, if you have this ideal self, version of yourself, just continually focus on that ideal version of yourself and like that holographic projection, merge it with you, and don't worry about this kind of like, just stop worrying about stuff, please. It's not any kind of worry that you have. If it helps you, put it on a piece of paper and kind of make a ritual where you just outsource it. So whether you put it away in a box or, you know, burning it, something like that, you know. All right, so I think that's the end of your message. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this has been helpful for some of you. I know that this was probably very specific, so sorry if you didn't resonate, but if you stuck around for this long, probably did resonate. I want to thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a good month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.